All right. Let me turn that down a little. Let me bring my mic over. That might be a little bit better. A little lower. Here we go. How's everybody doing? It's a good day. Turn it down a little more. Here we go. Grab my coffee. Oh, here we go. Here we go. How's everybody doing today? It is Thursday. We're almost at the end of our week. Clean this off while I'm yapping. It's a good day for me. Wait, where is it? Oh, haha. Okay. There we go. Anyway, yeah, it was a good day for me. I got some upgrade stuff done last night, overnight for work, and I heard not one single complaint about it today, so I think it worked just fine. Wow, it's like this is not coming up. I know it's something that's coming up. Ugh. Alcohol is so strong. Sometimes I'm okay with the smell of rubbing alcohol, but sometimes it is just too strong. I'm having one of those it's too strong moments right now. I know I shouldn't really care about cleaning like the dry paint off of things because that's what adds character, but if I get it wet and I touch it, it comes up on everything. The paper, me, brushes, you name it. So I try to clean it off of this, at least somewhat. Well, that's about as good as that's going to get, I think. The rest of it's kind of stuff on. That's fine. That'll be the character. Anywho, look at me. Crazy enough for anyone. I put this in a frame. This is just a mat around it, but that looks pretty good in the frame. I mean, you're just seeing the light. There we go. It's so funny. Like in the moment, I hated it. And every day that I'm looking at it afterward, I love how it came out. It's so funny how that works. But I was considering like what would it like with look like with the mat over it that this comes with. And that cuts off too much of it. So I was thinking if I were to put this in, I'd want to like cut it down some. But I don't know how to do that incredibly evenly without like really breaking out a ruler in the X-Acto blade and like cutting along the edge of the ruler. And I've got a cutting mat over here I've actually never used yet, so that would probably be a good time to try to use it. This is pretty sick. I don't know if the X-Acto blade will go through it in one pass. I'll have to do like multiple cuts. And then I could put it in there. Just cut like the because it's way too thick. Border wise, I mean, so I can like cut it in half. It's halfway down, halfway across, and so on. And then when I put it in, it'll be a little bit closer to the white border that's already there, but it'll clean it up so that it looks cleaner. So that's one thing I could do. I don't see any reason why not to. Maybe do it from the back so that when I cut through, it will, oh, I just noticed there's a little bevel to this, which I guess makes sense considering what it is. Yeah, the inner side of this bevels in a little bit. I guess so that you're not looking at just a totally square mat. It like flattens into it to give it some artistic look. I never thought about that. Well, we can see. if anything, I'll just leave it to the side and leave it like this. But yeah, very happy with how that came out. Let me put it down below and get it out of the way and try not to knock my coffee off at the same time. Hang on. Just the way you are. What am I doing today? That's a good looking question. I have a goal to do something. So I have my swatch of my palette, this palette, this one right here, this guy. This is my swatch of this palette. Everything, including the Payne's Gray down here in the corner. But all this is the straight color of my palette. Oh, and then, wow. I start talking and I start yawning. That's gross. Sorry. Anywho, I realized I only have the straight colors with the different values as it goes from vibrant or rich, buttery, whatever you want to call it, thick, to thinner consistency, right? A gradient, basically. But what this doesn't give me is what happens when I mix my colors, right? I'm still not great at the idea of color mixing. I know it's incredibly simple in practice. You just kind of have to know how things mix and what they're going to look like, what they're going to make. But I don't instinctively have that tribal knowledge, right? So I'd like to make a chart that does that. But how, right? I was trying to think of different ways to make that work. And I ended up going online and I found a couple different options that exist out there. And I think I fell on one that I liked. And I put it in the title screen. I'll show it really quick here. That image there on the top left is what I'm talking about, right? So the goal is from top left to bottom right, those cubes is your pure version of your color, right? And then what you do is like the upper right or bottom left, it's your choice, quadrants is what your color mix is between the X and the Y corresponding row and column, right? And then on the opposite side, also aligning with it, is where you do your thinner, fainter versions. You've got like a rich version of your mix and a light version of your mix. And you do that and you just go through every color you've got and you just fill in each square. Which is a great idea. This person did an 8x8 column, so only 8 colors. I have more than that. I have a lot more than that. Some of them I probably don't have to do. Like I probably don't have to color mix with black, carbon black. But I mean, the Payne's Gray is a little bit subdued enough that it would be interesting to know what it mixes with. So that's tough. That's a lot. It was 1, 2, 3. Well, here I can skip some of them. Like this Orlean one, to be perfectly frank, I don't like it. Every time I use it, I don't like the consistency that it comes out. It's just kind of funky, so I'm probably not going to use it anymore. But all the rest of them are good. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Holy shit. So that would be gigantic. I don't think I can do that now that I think about it. 18? That would be literally 18 across and 18 down. And the math on that, 18 times 18, what is that? With my calculator, Apple apps. I mean, 8x8 is fine because 8x8 is 64? 64, right? 18 times 18 is 324 squares. I don't think we're doing that. I don't think we need to do that many mixes, though that would be very thorough. It wouldn't be when I end up adding future colors. So I think what we can do is narrow this down a bit and do the 8x8 one, but pick what we want our primary color spectrum to be, like we would for a rainbow, right? So I've got the same chart here, but smaller. We could pick 8 colors from this that represent like the rainbow colors, like the Roy G. Biv, right? Roy G. Biv, that's 7. Wouldn't there be an 8th one? What's on this chart on the beginning? It has like a violet red, a red. It's got a brownish color. That's the new color, the brownish color. Then it's got an orange, a yellow, a green, a blue, and like a cerulean kind of blue. So we can be a little choosy. We just need to pick 8 colors that we think will mix well, right? So what would that be? I think we could probably get away with pencil. I think for a purplish color, Roy G. Biv, we can end on violet. So this can be 8. This will be our last one, right? And red. What is our most red? Like our most primary red. I think that top one, the quinacridone red, it's got a slight blue tint, but nothing like the primary red magenta. So I think we could probably get away with that. So we can make this one be 1. For our brown color, we could do Dragon's Blood. So Dragon's Blood can be 2. And then Orange Lake can be 3. This yellow vanadium. Oh, there's primary yellow too. You could probably use primary yellow, but I like how bright this one is. So I'm going to do that one. So 4 will be that one. Our green. That's tough. Maybe. Oh, that's tough. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 8. We need the green and maybe 2 of the blues. Or 2 greens. 2 greens and 1 of the blues. Well, here, I think out of all the greens, the Cupid Green Light has a really nice vibrant green color. So we're going to make that 5. Or we could do green gold and see what that looks like mixed with a bunch of the other colors. But no, I like this one, the Prussian blue. I think I like that one. So I think I'll do Prussian blue as 6. And then I think I'll do my French ultramarine or my ultramarine deep. I think the ultramarine deep has a prettier color. So I think I'll do that one as 7. And that one's 8. So we'll bounce around. That one, quinacridone red, the Dragon's Blood, the Orange Lake, yellow vanadium, or vanadium, however you say it, Cupid Green Light. This is Prussian blue, the ultramarine deep, and then we'll end with the quinacridone violet reddish color. So we're going to do them across. We're going to do them down, written on the chart, and then we'll put them in diagonal squares, and then we'll start color blending between them. And we'll start with that and see how far we get tonight. And if I have time, I'll do a quick painting using some of the mixes that we come up with at the end of it. And then I'll end. I can't do like 3 hours tonight like normal. I normally do 2, but the other night when I was gaming, I did way more than that. And I ended up going a little later than I expected, which is normally fine. But for this, it ended up making it where I need a mechanical pencil. Here we go. It ended up making it where I went 3 hours, and tonight we got plans. So I have to finish pretty on time to eat. And so we can spend some kind of time tonight doing what we planned. All right. I think that's actually getting kind of low on lead, so I'm gonna have to get more of that at some point. All right. So let me scoot my palette to the side. Let me figure out what I'm gonna even do this on. I think I'll do it on this paper because this is what I've got in front of me. And I should have plenty of room to do this as well. Barefoot on the grass, whistling into our favorite songs. Take friends, beautiful, right down to you. Service, with her and tonight. I realized I really shouldn't be singing along. I was gonna wait until somebody was in so I could tell somebody about it, but I added a new feature for music. Instead of using Spotify or Apple Music, I'm using YouTube. And I'm actually doing it through Stream Elements, doing the song request feature. So we can actually do song requests now and control the volume. You can see the commands down on the bottom of the screen. So that's available to us. That's a nice little new feature. I spaced on what I was going to say about it. Well, I guess that means it's not important. I need a ruler. Let me grab my ruler out. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Oh, right, the audio. Because I added this as a new audio track, I didn't set the adjustment for the delay. I could probably do that. 75 milliseconds is what I had it set to before. I'll have to check that. 75. I don't know if it'll change live, but we can try it. And that just makes it where when I do terribly sing along with the music, it's at least in sync with audio. Like that. Terribly like that. Okay, so if I were cubes, how big would I want each cube to be? That's difficult. That really is a good question. I need room to write the name of the paint and put a splotch of it on the side and above. So I'm technically probably going to end up with a cube when I'm done. But each cube, if I only do 1 centimeter, it's not very big. But if I do 2 centimeters, I need at least 16 with a gap between each of them to do 8 across. Or I can just make them touch each other and not care about having a gap in between, like this one. Do I really need the gap? Do I care? It's only important when it's wet. When it's wet and it touches the ones next to it, it's going to bleed. So I do need a gap. Unless I dry between each mix, which I could do as well. I think that'll be easier on my brain. That's what I'm doing. 100,000 things to see. I'm like a shooting star with coast so far. I can't go better to where you used to be. With you on the reasons to pursue. I'll take the name. There's to despair. Let me share. With you. That's at an angle. Of course it is. Have you no one to do is new for the good or say these two That's one thing I've learned. It is really hard to erase pencil off of watercolor paper. Doesn't know why I did. It's better. Alright. Let's start getting some of these lines in here. How are we gonna do that? I guess I can do little tick marks on the bottom of this. You feel grips in your marriage. You hurt anymore. I'm king should for me. Wound. Alright, let's get this top one over here done. Okay, there and there. All right, the hard part's done. Next I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna make should I make a line for the paint names? No. Well, no. I'll leave that alone. I'm gonna go through and write down the names, starting here down, and then here across again, same directions. The red, all the way down to the violet. And then I'm gonna leave a space next to it where I'm gonna put it down, kind of as a reminder, but also just as a visual. And then we're going to put those primary colors in these spots, the diagonal here, here. And then we'll do a darker version of the mixes between each one, right? And then the lighter version on the opposite side. Yeah. All right, let's start to writing. This is putting that Gritones. And that I can't spell Criton. Red. And I'll put the color underneath it. Next up, we're doing Dragon's Blood. That's easy. Humans and God went together. I just want to stay with you in this moment forever, forever and ever. Don't want to close my eyes. I don't want to fall asleep 'cause I miss you, babe. And I don't want to miss a thing. Even when I dream of you. The sweetest dream we never do. I still miss you, babe. And I don't want to miss a thing. I don't miss one smile. I don't want to miss one kiss. I just want to swim with you. Just like this. I just want to hold you close. Feel your arms so close to mine. And just take here in this moment for all the rest of time. And don't wanna close my eyes. Don't wanna come asleep 'cause I miss you, babe. And I don't miss a thing. Even when I dream of you. Sweetest dreams will never do. I still miss you, babe. And I don't wanna miss a thing. I'm trying to. All right. Same thing here. This feeling inside. I'm not one of those who can easily highlight. I don't have much money, but boy, if I did, I'd buy a big house where we both could live. If I was a sculptor, but then again, no, or a man who makes potions in the traveling show. I'd know so much, but it's the best I can do. This is my song, and this one's for you. And you can tell everybody this is your song. It's making quite a simple, but now that it's done, hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind telling the words. How wonderful life is. You. Catch up in my eyes, refuse the change. My cries, right? And count when I wrote this song. Just for people who is there. Keep it turned down. The cotton, guess they're green or they're blue. My name, the singers, whatever you need. You are the sweetest times I've ever seen. And you could tell everybody this is your song. These clothes and of God. Never stands. The words. And a wonderful life is when you're in the world. Well, first problem. I need to refill this connector on red. I don't know if that's enough. Let's see if that's enough to fill that in. Yeah, that's fine. Kind of might be enough to fill this in. It's not very bright or dark, whatever. Watching from the window, all those years outside looking in, all that time, never really knowing just how blind I've been. One here, blinking in the starlight. Now I'm here, suddenly I see it, standing clear. It's all so clear and where we meant to be. The lost I see the light, and it's right that God is lifted. And then last I see the light, and inside the sky is blue. And it's morning, and that. There it is. One has somehow shifted. Quinacridone red. Now I just have to open it. Ah, gimme. You. Nothing to dream. And I tell the fears when you're not learn. All on that time, never really seen things the way they were. Oh, she's here, shining in the starlight. Now she's here, suddenly, whoops. She was here, it's crystal clear. I'm there to go. And when I see you, it's when the flower is lifted. And it's like the sky was new. Me and bright. The moon has somehow shifted. This means different now that I see you. See you. Okay. Next up is our Dragon's Blood. What others done. Don't you care through? I'll have my turn. Drums will go away around. Well, right here. I don't. No, like I found for cold and stand in the turn. We've listened to find the door for sound and friend. And it's fate. Sing. Well, that's falling fame. Gather sisters fire, blood and north and the pain. Your picture leaves the punch, earthly and divine. With curving truth, and glory shall be found. Down the mountains road. To the mountains road. To the railroad. Down the mountains road. Circle so fast. My love that you gave. Marching in her color, up with its shrub. I strain out from the pen, I hold its hand in mine. When I give it sight, familiar and by sound. To carry me on, spirit has her kind. To tell the mountains road. Finish them filament. The weather crowd. That's what I tend to wait and give. Wandering through the world. All the wrong is right, and the all that's bad is good. Oh, there might be no more songs. Hello, there is. I've got to be doing. Send the flood, gonna drown me. I'm and I guess there's, and I guess you to be, this is weed. You're good. Nothing none to be done. I'm scared to swing, and you know, she's, this is weed. Another round of bullets hits my skin. Fire away, rest today. I won't let the shame sink in. Bursting through the barricades and reaching for the sun. Yeah, that's what we've become. Not let them take me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us. This worries where the curtain down. Sound loud of an drown down. I'm brave from anything. Until I left to be underneath this first unit. Real hygiene and this is being. Deserve your love. Was no silver for worst with you. When touch me, return. Short third, gonna drown by and you should be. This is work. This is here to be. This is real. This is me. Hey guys, welcome in. I am working on, I'll go to my start screen so you can see what I'm talking about. The image you see on the top left corner. I'm making a color mixing chart. so I can go through some, not all, some of my colors and see what the color mixes look like. I realized I've got my color swatch where I've got the different values of the same colors that are pure from the palette, but I kind of run and hide without realizing it from mixing color. And I think some of it is because I don't know what the result's going to be. So I thought, let me take some of the primary colors from my palette, and I put them in a diagonal here. I wish I could say this is my idea, but I found it online. Um, this is just a method I like that I found online. I put 8 of my favorite primary colors in the diagonal right here. And I'm doing color mixes of the X and the Y axis above and below. Above on the upper right quadrant is going to be the mixes dark, and the bottom left quadrant on the opposite side. So if we looked at it diagonally like this, left and right are opposites from each other in each square, but the right side is going to be the dark value and the left side is going to be the light value of that mix. And that way I can see in a glance, just like I've got this chart, I can pull the color mix chart out for at least 8 of my primary colors and see what that mix will look like. And then I can tell from that, like if I pick one of my other colors nearby, kind of what I'll get. And I'll still be testing those someday on a swatch, like when I'm playing. But this will give me a good, like, immediate visual of what color mixes I can expect. I realized I never had that, so it would be pretty smart. And it's funny, I realized this is 64 squares, 8 by 8, and I have 18, not counting my carbon black paint. I have 19 on this palette, but 18 times 18 was going to be like 380 something squares or something silly, or 300 and something. And I'd be here for multiple days just making a color mixing chart. So I stuck with just 8 of them. So I wrote them down and put the pure color down the diagonal and then on the left and the top side, so I can kind of use that as a guide. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And if I have time, I'll do a painting at the end using some of the mixes, but I don't know if I'll have time. I have to cut short, like pretty much right at 2 hours today because I've got plans after, but we'll see where I'm at. If I finish this, then I'll do what I was going to plan to do. It was going to be like a quick thing anyway. So we'll see. In addition to that, you'll see on the bottom of the screen, I've added something new. I went away from using the Apple Music or Spotify, and I'm using the Stream Elements song request feature, which goes through YouTube. So now you can do exclamation point SR and then a song title, and it'll add a song to the queue. And you can choose the volume if it's too loud, if I'm not controlling it manually. If you hear it's too loud and you don't like that, you can lower it just by doing like, what is it, exclamation point volume 10 or 20 or 30 or whatever number you want up to 100, and it'll change it. And if someday people start abusing that, then I'll turn the volume feature off, but at least it's there for now. No. So how are you doing today, Goddess? Hope you had a good day. I had a great day. No projects. Well, to speak of, I had a software upgrade. Looks like the song request is working. It's been a really good day, despite the fact that I was kind of crabby for half of it. You're allowed to be crabby. I like being crabby. Uh, Yellow and Dragon's Blood. Okay. You like the song reference feature? That's great. Go crazy with it. Please. Because truly when it ends, it goes to, I think it goes to a backup playlist that I have. And then whenever you put in something, it'll interrupt that playlist and it'll play whatever you put in. I think I set that up. So for copyright, I have this track set to be excluded from my VOD. So as long as nothing hits me for live, I'm fine. And in the VOD, it'll be silent. If anything, it's a song I know, I'll be singing with it, but they won't be able to get me for that because I don't sing anything like the people that did the song originally. Yellow and orange. Okay, so I need you. I'll put you here. And some of my yeller. Yeah, like this is one for my backup playlist. This is Adam Lambert. Had a share like not memorial, share celebration. I don't remember what you call it. My brain's stupid. Orange and yellow. Sitting down. I'm gonna. Whoops! I forgot to dry that. That's fine. Do you believe in Lord Pastor Love? I don't feel something inside we say. I really don't think it's strong enough. No. There's a cost to two. Always wait for you and actually into you. There's no turning back. Just something real. They feel too good here. Living a life after love. If you feel something beside you say, I really don't think it's true that now I'm doing out alone. Something inside of sleeping. Without pain, just running out now. I'll get through things. Oh, but I am strong. Don't really want I don't need you anymore. I don't need you anymore. I don't need you anymore. It's a little too faint. I don't feel something inside you said. Really don't think it's strong enough. Even love you than well. I can feel something inside we say. I really don't think I'm strong enough. Got hot. Okay. Next up is Dragon's Blood in that green. Yeah, sometimes it does like a weird repeat prefix thing there where it loops for a brief moment. That's fine. Oh, honey, don't be afraid about that. You've had to suffer with my music. You can play anything you want. I need to learn new stuff anyway. It's fine. Orange and green. Well, that makes a nice like forest green color. Yep. I like all of that. I'm rarely going to find music that I don't like, that people are going to request unless it's something totally asinine on purpose, you know? So far, I like both of the songs that you chose, so you're fine. All right, so I've got some yellow. What is trying to play automatically? Nothing. Okay. We must have hit an end. Could not add song, only music is accepted. That's weird. It is Stream Elements, so whatever their search method is can I add song, only music is accepted. I did add a feature that blocked non-music tracks, so maybe it's not listed under like YouTube Music or something. I can go change that, and that'll probably unblock it. Let me see. Settings. Settings. Here we are. It's gonna stop it from playing. I know. Let's see. Uh, Settings. And then that's the queue limit. We're nowhere near it. Shuffled backup playlist. No. Prioritize. No. Limit music. There's a blacklist, but that's not it. Auto filter. Enable skip voting. No. Wait, where is it? Was it not here? Autoplay, yes. Shuffled backup, no, it's not that. Is it under, excuse me, is it under chatbot commands? SR, play both offline and online, yes. Global cooldown, no, that's it. No, it's not there. Must have missed it. It is under media requests, right? Settings. Media request mode. Free via tip or both. I have both. Autoplay media is set. Queue limit is set to 50. We're never going to hit that, but if we do, it's there. The limit is set to things that are 10 minutes long or less. So if it's longer than 10 minutes, I won't play it unless I bump that up. It's set to a backup playlist. I don't have it set to loyalty points or subscriber things at all. It's all free. Prioritize tips requests. No, I don't have that turned on. Oh, limits to music. That's the one. Okay. Is there a save button or is it automatic? It looks like it's automatic. Back. Okay. Let's go back. Show on stream. Hide video. Okay. I wonder why it's not playing from the backup list. Playback on other websites has been disabled by the video owner. Okay, we'll skip it then. Show on stream. Right, that should be working now. Whoever this is. Okay. I think it did the thing where it lowered the volume. Like anytime you make a change to the settings, it bumps the volume down to like 30 or something stupid. Hang on. Sorry, that might have been too loud. And then it skips. Are you going to work? Are you going to play nice? It's really sketchy sometimes. Let me refresh it. Skip it. I have no idea what that is anyway. So yeah, I set the volume and it was like skipping. I'll probably stop here a second. Settle. There it goes. Jeez. Yes, that worked. I see it's next on the playlist now. Got us. Okay. What what bread. Flash. Jimbo and Prussian blue. That was nice. Prussian blue and Cupid green light. These things I do, soon I've forgotten them. What is this? Wow. Like Ewan McGregor, how do you know he sang? Maybe that's why. Uh, wait, what did I just do? I don't think I actually committed to doing this thing that I started to do. Let me rinse that and start again. This needs to be Dragon's Blood from Ultramarine. Yeah, I might have, but we're gonna do that again. I think that was here. Dragon's Blood and Ultramarine D. Now it's just playing whatever the hell it wants. Oh, it's from the Mulan Rouge movie soundtrack? Yeah. Never seen it. Okay. Ultramarine and Orange. Ultramarine. That's too muddy from something else that was there. Let's pick another spot. I mean, a nice brown. He did. Oh. Yeah, these are coming out really nice. Ultramarine yellow. Who's next? Wow, that almost feels like that wasn't yellow enough. Now you wouldn't make yourself cry? Oh no. It's a great song. There we go. All right. Oh, Kelly Clarkson. Names. And then rain waves burning. Wow, that almost made Indigo. Ultramarine Deep and Cupid Green. Never thought green and blue would make an Indigo. I guess that's what it does. Huh. That's interesting. All right. It's good to know. Prussian Blue and Ultramarine Deep will be next. And we love it. Okay. Last two rows left. A row and column there, rather. Let's dry this guy off. Wow, that made a nice blue. All right. Up next, red and purple. Explicit is fine. Dragon's blood. I think Dragon's blood makes everything better. Okay. Orange and violet. Kind of forgot how good Eminem is. Are you in Russian? God, how does he do that? Oh man, I forgot how good Eminem is. How the hell does he rap that fast? I can't even think that fast. I love the way you said that. I fucking love that nasty song. So good. I'm gonna turn that down for a sec. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up here, but I wanted to show you guys before I end, this is probably where I'll end today. What I was going to do after this was truly just going to be using some of our color blends to do some like abstracts, like literally just putting down full on washes of like random shapes of color and then touching in a couple places with our mixes. We can do that next time, which I think will be a pretty good quick start to the next stream. But we'll save that for next time. But I want to share this. I'm working on trying to figure out a way to make a new icon for my bear character in the corner. And I wanted to show you some of the examples that ChatGPT gave me because they are ridiculous. Some of them are really cute and some of them start getting masculine. They're just ridiculous. I think they are just ridiculous. I'm trying to add like a blinking emote so that like it'll have random blinks. But yeah, every time I try to make it do something, it changes it just enough overall so that I can't use it. because it'll be too jarring, to go between the 3 different images. It won't be fluid. So I'm still working on it, but man, when it gets working, man, if I get some of these buff boys in here, woo, watch out. Oh, excuse me. Rare. Anyway, I thought that was super cute. But yeah, the palette came out really good. Let me turn this off. Yeah, this came really good. So now I got myself a good little side by side. So I've got my pure palette colors and then 8 of my primary colors from this and what they look like when they're mixed. So I can use some different off colors when I want to. Because I really go back to the pure color on the palette way too much. I mean, that's relative, but for me, I feel like I go back to it way too much and I go to pure color on my paintings all the time and I rarely mix. And that's where some of the most beautiful colors are. And I keep forgetting to do that. So I'm hoping I'll keep this visible so that I've got like a reminder. Don't forget you can mix colors. Don't forget you can mix colors. And when we get around to it and we want to try different colors that I didn't swatch on here, we can try those individually. But we should have, like I said at the beginning, a pretty good gauge. If I mix a yellow and a purple, I'm going to get kind of a muddyish, purplish, yellow, brown kind of color. If I mix, ultramarine deep and a Cupid green light, where does that cross reference to? Okay, well, I'm going to get either this, wait, did I do that right? That and that, yes. Right? I'm stupid. I'm stupid? I'm stupid. I'm stupid. That one. Yes. Wow. That was a struggle. I did this mirrored for a reason. Anyway, that's going to be hard for my brain to remember. But yeah, I think this is going to come in really handy once I wrap my stupid head around it. So yeah, I'm going to put these up. And next time we'll use some of our color mixes and do some abstracts with it. And then I don't know what else that day. And we'll go from there. Funny, I realized the the last stream that I did playing the game, the Roller Coaster Tycoon, I accidentally that audio source is excluded from the Twitch VOD because that's what my music was going through before Apple Music. And because of that, all the audio from the game itself is not in the VOD from last time, just me talking and the visual. So it's kind of awkward, but whatever, it's there. Next time I play a game, I'll just take time to really pay attention to the audio to make sure I've got it included in the VOD. And then I'll just probably not play music that entire stream just so that I don't have any weird compromises. So, I see from you, I found I get better results when instead of saying, okay, from this image, make this image, and now also make this image, I re-upload the original image for each iteration. Oh, I get you. Yes. I started doing that toward the end. And I also asked it, like, why is it that it changes so much from iteration to iteration when I say just change this and then it like re-renders the whole thing and the whole thing is slightly different? It said, whether it's true or not, it does hallucinate, but whether it's true or not, it said that one method that it does, and it's its primary method, is like reimagining and re-rendering a whole new imagination of that same thing. And the other option it does is editing, which I would have to specify, please edit this original image and modify the mouth so that it is open instead of closed. And typically on that first pass, it'll get it right. Then you re-upload that same image and say, I need you to edit this image and only modify the eyes instead of them being open as they are now, make them look as though they're blinking or they blinked and they've shut. And I have to do that until it gets it pretty close to right. It's close. It's really close. I just have to tweak it and spend time with it. I was trying to do it before stream and like in a rush job. And I don't like doing a lot of busy work right before stream because it takes my head out of the right headspace. I try to like listen to music or something that hypes me up before I stream so I feel better. So I was working like right up until like 10 minutes till, and I was like, I have to stop and listen to some music to transition. So I just stopped messing with it. I'll play with it more over the weekend. So who knows, maybe next stream, you'll see a whole new bear in the corner and I won't have that background behind him. So he'll be a little bit more transparent and he won't be covering up everything behind him, which was my goal with this reimagining. So we'll see how it goes. I may have a few different versions so I can choose between different avatars sometimes. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's it. I'm going to stop there. Thank you, Goddess, so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate you for being here as always. Let me give you a shout out really quick. There we go. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Let's see if there's anybody online. I haven't rated for a while, so let me see if there's anybody on. Um, that seems fun. Oh, perfect. We have someone who just started streaming 4 minutes ago, so we're going to go visit them. Art by Suze. Let me grab the raid button. There it is. Search. That's it. There they are. Yeah, let's go visit them. We're going to go say hi to Art by Suze. It looks like they're going to be doing some inking and watercolor dog portraits, so that'll be fun to watch. So go visit them, hang out, say hello. And then again, thank you so much for hanging out. I am going to head on out. Goddess, have a great rest of your evening. I will see you the next time you stream. Peace out. Bear out. Bye-bye. See you later. Hasta la vista.